Good day everybody, it's your guy here, the unknown, and today I want us to look at something helpful. I believe this is going to help you, and believe me guys, this is the most easiest trading strategy you'll ever come across. It will keep on paying you as long as you are patient, you know exactly what you are looking for, and you are disciplined. I repeat, this strategy will keep paying you provided you are patient, you are highly disciplined, and you know exactly what you are looking for. Okay, so guys, I'm on S&P 500, and we already know that we have 5 criteria when it comes to this strategy. The first criteria is actually wait for it's actually identify trade volume before the session begins, yes. And then the second one is to wait for the equity opening time, which is 9:30 US time and 3:30 South African time. You can convert to your own time zone, okay. The third criteria is the most important. We need to know who is trapped, therefore we have to identify trade volume during the session. And once we have identified trade volume during the session, that's when now we wait for the evidence candle and we execute if the evidence candle is given, okay. This simply means that if you can't identify trade volume during the session, you do not trade, okay. And for this we use a chart pattern, and sometimes yes, the trapping will start before the session, however it will complete during the session, and that's when we enter, okay. So guys, I'm on S&P 500. Let's go to the first criteria. Okay, I'm on a 5-minute chart. Okay, 5-minute chart. I can go to a 15-minute chart. It's okay. As you can see, they send people up and up and up, and they are bouncing on the closing price. This is just the closing price of the previous day. Okay, if you don't have the indicator, you can just put the line, but I'll put the indicators in my description. Okay, so as you can see here, this is where they are bouncing. Okay, and then when they open, they are in the middle. This is important. They're opening in the middle. Okay, therefore we can't tell who is trapped because they send people up, okay, and again they've sent people down, so we can't tell who's trapped because they are opening in the middle. So on this day, we go to our criteria, we tick, were we able to identify trade volume during before the session begins? No. And provided that's the only criteria, we can continue. If it's not met, now we have to wait for the equity time. We'll take equity has opened 9:30 US time and 3:30 South African time. We just tick, okay. And then now we're gonna look for a chart pattern, okay, because this will tell us who is trapped. If you look at this carefully, you will realize that S&P 500 did this, okay. This is the most easiest trade I got today, and I want to show you something very important right now, okay. You see, yes, they broke out with a very big candle. This candle is beyond 25 pips. So what I do, I will take the trade, okay. I'll take the trade. Okay, I'll take the trade because this is a high probability trade. Okay, I can see everybody was sent up and is literally trapped. So when this candle closes, everybody who went up is literally trapped and is gonna be punished. Okay, so I will take this trade and then count 25 pips, okay, and put my stops on 25 pips. Okay, and I will target 50 pips. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, and then as you can see, 50 pips was hit in roughly 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. And I told you, if you want to hold beyond 50 pips, you can open 2 trades. That just divide. If you are planning to take a lot size of 1, you can divide 0.5, 0.5, enter at the same time with 2 entries. Okay, one will take profit at 50 pips because you need to be paid, and then the second one can just continue up to where you can see now that they are now maybe consolidating or giving a reversal sign. Okay, so this was the easiest trade, and we have a couple of tools to confirm our trade. If you look at this, we can just put in the 20 EMA. I don't use it anymore because now I know what I'm looking for. Okay, you see, this is the candle that is in alignment with the 20 EMA. This is a good confirmation. And then another confirmation, I told you, it's time. Mostly they will give the evidence candle near or at the half-hour mark, or near or at the hourly mark. Okay, and I told you it can be 10 minutes before the half-hour mark and or 10 minutes after the half-hour mark, or else it's gonna be 10 minutes before the hour mark and or 10 minutes after the hour mark. Okay, so always pay close attention to the time. Let's look at the time right here. The time right now, you can see it's 2 minutes after the half-hour mark. That's when they gave this candle. Okay, so guys, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Time is in alignment. The 20 EMA is in alignment. The chart pattern is in alignment. Okay, yes, they started trapping before the session. There are days when you're gonna see this many times. Okay, sometimes if it's a head and shoulder, you'll realize that they make the shoulder and then maybe they make the head and then they complete when the session has begun. So this is the most easiest trades. Okay, and you're gonna get them every day. Don't fear to execute. Okay, don't fear to execute. This is highly important. Okay, Okay guys, now let's go to Nasdaq. Okay, let's go to Nasdaq. Okay, when you come to Nasdaq, for me the easiest one was on S&P, okay, but look at Nasdaq. You see, let me show you here. Okay, it did something like this. Okay, it did something like this. Okay, we can just take this further here. Okay, because this is where the bodies hit. So if you can see, this is what we call a right angle triangle. Okay, and then it broke out exactly when the session began, and this was 1 minute after the half hour mark. Okay, exactly, this is a beautiful trade for 50 pips. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But for me, I took the one on S&P 500. And one thing I want to show you is this. This is how I do my trading. Okay, this is how I do my trading. I always open my charts like this. Okay, I will go and identify trade volume before the session for all of these charts, and then I switch to a 1 minute. On another monitor I'll be on a 5 minute just to see what's happening, and then on another I'll be on a 15 minute just to see what's happening. Okay, but look, for me, when I look today, I realized that the most easiest one, or the cleanest one to say, was on Nasdaq, was actually on S&P 500, because you can see it was a beautiful rectangle for me. Even this one was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, because the time is in alignment. If we are to bring the 20 MA, you'll realize that the 20 MA again is in alignment with this move, and it's happening at the beginning. Okay, very, very beautiful trade, more especially after it has been actually playing around on the closing price, because mostly the closing price, the low and the high of yesterday, are gonna act as a very, very important key level, resistance and support. Okay, but you can see they engulfing away from the closing price. This is a dead giveaway. Okay, there is a beautiful pattern. However, yes, the pattern started before the session. Okay, but it completed when the session has begun. This clearly tells you that these guys who are trapped here are gonna get punished, and it's gonna go at least 50 pips to punishing them. Okay, so I told you again, if you want to hold past 50 pips, you can open 2 trades, divide the lot size that you are planning to take. Okay, but as you can see, 50 pips again was hit in roughly 5 minutes. Okay, but it ended up going 100 plus. Both of these trades went 100 plus. Okay, so what I usually do is I open my charts like this, and as they are trading, I will take the easiest trade. Okay, as you can see, this one tried to go up and then it failed. This is a very clean trade. Okay, so that's what I do, and that's what I advise you to do. Be patient, wait for the pattern to complete. Yes, of course, there are days when the pattern will start before the session begins and complete during the session. Okay, but always take the easiest trade. Okay, I'm trying to show you this because this is what I always tell you. Take the easiest trade on the day. Don't try to force trade, don't try to push things. No, your job is to be patient. Just be there, just be there when the trade is happening. Okay, so guys, yes, that's what happened. Okay, and then if we were to go to S&P 500, okay, let's look at this again. If we were to look at the Dow, looking at the Dow at the same time, you'll realize something. This one didn't really give a very clean pattern, or a beautiful pattern. Okay, yes, you can see, but look at this. We can't say this is a, you see, we can't really say this is a square. Okay, it wasn't really a clean pattern. However, if you took it, still I will understand. Okay, maybe you saw something like this, and it wasn't a head and shoulder. As you can see, this one is higher than the middle one. Okay, but anyway, there are days when you take one of the indices and the other ones will move in a good way. The one you selected won't move. Those are things that really happen. Okay, those are things that happen. Okay, because if you took this candle here, obviously this was an evidence candle. However, today they decided not to give much. They only went roughly 40 pips on this one. Okay, but again, the pattern was here, but it wasn't a very clean pattern. But again, for those who took it, I will understand. Okay, now let's go to this. I want to show you something. Okay, because there are those days when you will take something and it wouldn't go as you expect it to go. Another beautiful trade that happened later after those ones, of course, have taken profit. Okay, because even here we didn't have that clean pattern. Okay, we didn't have that clean pattern. Okay, but look at this. They came down later and then what did they do? They reversed with a very big engulfing candle. They pulled back and they bounced on the close, on the low of yesterday. Okay, look at this. This blue line here represent the low of the previous day. That's where they bumped, and now they did what? That's where they, you see, this is where they did this. They literally gave a what? They gave a double bottom. Okay, let's go to the playbook. I want to show you something very important. Okay, I'll come to this page. Okay, I'll come to this page. Let's start with page 18. If you go to page 18, you'll realize that, okay, yes, we have double tops and double bottoms, and most of the time double bottoms and double tops are actually gonna retrace. However, we have different types of double tops and double bottoms. If you look at this, we have this kind of a double top, we have this kind of a double top. These two double tops are literally different. As you can see, the first leg here is low, however the first leg here is higher. Okay, but look at this. This is where they make the first leg and they pull back. However, this pullback is not as aggressive. It doesn't reach this one. As you can see, that's when they reverse. Look at this carefully. You can see this one. Look at this carefully. Okay, this is the double top we saw today. It's there in your playbook. If you read your playbook and you master these things and you put more practice into it, you will see these things. Okay, I understand that now most of you might not see these things. However, the more work you put in, the more you'll see these things. They just engulfed the level, which is the low of the previous day. I told you these levels mostly act as support and resistance, and this is the double top they gave. It is the exact double top which is in your playbook. Okay, it's this one where they went down, yes, and they made this first leg. The second leg is way too high. Okay, sometimes the first leg will be high and the second leg will just go a little deeper. Okay, but I believe you see this. Okay, this is the double top that was given. The 20 EMA is in alignment. We will look at the time. Okay, the 20 EMA is in alignment. Let's look at the time. The time is not that much perfect. Okay, because I want you to master two different times. Okay, I want you to master the half-hour mark and the o'clock mark. When you are good at it, that's when we will add other significant times. But this is a very beautiful trade. Okay, beautiful trade. So if you doubted it, it's still okay. Okay, so you saw we got two beautiful trades early. The patterns were perfect. Okay, but the easiest one or the cleanest one for me was on S&P 500. You have to decide for yourself which one is the easiest one for you on the day. Okay, so let me show you something else. Let's now go to US 30. I want to show you something very crucial. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze this. You see now I've squeezed this. Okay, look at this. We have a trend line. We can put it here. Okay, we can put it here, or anyway, we can even put it up to here. Okay, this is the first trend line. Okay, and then later look at what they do. They give us another trend line on a different level. We spoke about these things. Okay, okay, you see these are different trend lines on different levels. Okay, this shows something very important. Okay, this shows something very important. Yes, of course, you can see the pattern wasn't that clean. Okay, but look at what they gave later as they were continuing to trade. I told you guys, always ask yourself, what kind of trend are they giving? Okay, I know most of you haven't mastered this, but at some point you will master this, because mostly they are gonna give you the easiest trades, and if you don't master these things, you won't see that. Okay, you won't see that. Let's go to the playbook again. I want to show you something. Let's go to I think it's page wait a minute, is it page 10? Let's see. Yes, it's page 10 on your playbook. Okay, page 10. This is the first trend line. Okay, first trend line, and then they move to a different level. They start giving a different trend line. What is this? This is an explosive trend. Okay, it is an explosive trend. Okay, the explosive trend. Okay, you can read everything explained here, but this is an explosive trend. Let's come back to our charts. We can see they made the first trend line and they shifted the zone. Now they are making a trend line. They are literally doing what? Look at this. This is amazing, guys. What are they doing? They are creeping. Okay, and that's when they explode to the upside, exactly as showed in your own playbook. You have all the information. All you need is to master this information. Everything is there for you. But if you are still starting, just focus on the easiest things, okay? Those 5 criteria, okay? But these trend lines help you identify the trend so that you don't really counter trend something that's gonna be explosive and blow your account, okay? So yes, they explode to the upside. If you understood this, as they are going, that's where you can add. And one thing about the explosive trend like this that I like is you are actually able to size in, okay? You see they bounce. Oh, let me show you this. You see, I explained this. If you go and read there, you'll see, okay, okay, let's go to the playbook quite quick. I want everybody to see the explosive trend above is much like the previous one, but this time it shoots up, okay? Yes, it shoots up. It shows 2 or more trend lines at different levels, yes, and eventually bounces off the recent high before shooting up. You see, it's gonna bounce on the recent high. Listen to this. These trends are very powerful and could cause big losses if you trade against them. So it is crucial never to go against them. But I think I've put the first explanation. Yeah, let's look at this. The trend line described above is called an explosive trend. These are very easy to spot because they have 2 or more trend lines at different level. It's crucial not to trade against an explosive trend. Okay. I think there's where did I put that information? Okay. Yes, you see, you can enter the trade when prices bounce off the previous low. Okay, so I actually explained where you can enter the trade. Okay, when they explode below the previous low. So as I said, this one is similar to the one above, so that means that you can enter as they bounce on the recent high. Okay, look at this, everything is in your playbook. You see now they are bouncing on the recent high. Yes, of course they can come and enter, but they won't go that deep because they are creeping. Then they come and they make the final touch here, and then they give you an engulfing candle. This engulfing candle is where you enter, but I know it's going to take time for you to understand. And as I said, I love these ones because you can just scale in. You see, they come again and touch. You can add another position, okay? And then that's where they explode up and your 50 pips got hit, okay? I love 50 pips mostly because you can scale in. And when you scale in, you realize that it becomes more pips because now you have multiple positions, okay? For me, it's not about getting the largest amount of pips. No, it's the opportunity that is presented, okay? So you can go to your playbook. Please go and study the different kinds of trends, okay? This is highly important, okay? This is highly important because if you knew this kind of trends, you will realize that, okay, here they gave an explosive trend. Yes, they explode. However, the explosion in its own is a different kind of trend. This is a creeping trend. So they gave you an explosive trend which also involved a creeping trend. So when things are like this, you can actually apply what we actually mentioned about creeping trends. Okay, let's go back to our playbook because there's something I want to show you again. Let's go to page it's page, let's say page 5 or 6. Let's just start with 5. Yes, it's not this one. Okay, let's go to page 6. You see page 6, this is a creeping trend. This is where they are creeping up, and then all of a sudden they reverse, okay? And you'll see they make a low this time around, they pull back and they make another low, then they pull back and bounce on the recent low. This is where you can enter your trade as they are now going down, because now it shows that they are gonna explode down. Okay, let's go back to our charts. I want to show you something. Yes, of course they change direction. Okay, they change direction and they change direction, and we can say this is where they made their low before pulling back up. Okay, and then yes, they went down and they pulled back. Look at this, they pull back to almost where, to almost this level. Okay, and that's when they started collapsing. You see, they gave a beautiful engulfing candle, but you have to understand these things. Okay, and you also have to apply the time element. You see, it's 4 minutes after the hourly mark. Okay, you can look at the time down here. It's 4 minutes after the hourly mark. So guys, there's a lot of things that are in your playbook that you have to work on. Okay, I know that if you're still starting, yes, we have the most easiest things, but if you want to optimize and maximize, you have to understand the kind of trends I've showed you. Understand them, then go to your charts and back test until you understand. Okay, you can use the time and the EMA to confirm your entries. Mostly they're gonna be accurate. Okay, accurate. But for those who saw this early, where it gave you see they went up and gave a double top at the top, that's when they collapsed down. Again, this is an evidence candle, and now they are engulfing into a level which is very important. Okay, so either way, okay, and again, if you apply time, you realize that everything happens at the proper time. This is 29, almost a half hour mark. So guys, the time is the most important thing that will confirm your trades, but obviously there are trades that won't be that easy for you to spot, more especially if you are still starting. Some trades are gonna need experience, hence why I always say the best way to do this is to actually open your chart simultaneously and then look for the trade that is giving you the most easiest trade. You can see the one way you use these patterns, it's very easy. Okay, you get paid very quick, you get out of the market. Okay, you get paid very quick, you get out of the market, then you wait for the next day. Okay, but if you understand the types of trends, I believe there are days when you'll just take advantage of what's happening in the market. Okay, because as you can see, US 30 didn't really give a nice pattern. Okay, however, they gave an opportunity as a trend. Okay, they gave different trends that also give opportunities by themselves. I know this is a little too complex and it is a little too advanced, but just go and understand this because it's also gonna help you. Okay, because other days, yes, like here today, you didn't get a very clean chart pattern, but you did get an opportunity which is there in your playbook. So I tried my best to put the most important things on your playbook. Just make sure you understand everything. Okay, then you're gonna get the best trades, because I believe somebody counter trended this. Okay, and they literally blew their account. Maybe here they thought the prices were gonna go down and all sort of stuff. Guys, understand the trends. I actually put them in your playbook for a reason. Yes, there are days when you realize you don't see the trends and you don't have to use them, but there will be days when you need this information. Okay, but all the information you'll ever need is in your playbooks. Okay, I've put it there. Okay, so guys, I really appreciate you. Tomorrow it's another beautiful day, less news. We're gonna have crazy opportunities. If you are new, hit the subscription because you don't want to be missing these things. And I remind you again, guys, take the easiest trade on the day. Just sit down and look at your charts. Even if you have one monitor, it's still enough. Okay, as you can see, I've opened more than 4 indices, and you just sit and look at your charts. Okay, just sit. Most probably you're gonna get your trade very fast, and once you enter, your take profit is gonna actually be hit very fast, and you will be out in no time. Okay, just sit down. And I know there are like instances where you want to force the pattern to complete before it completes. Now you want to decide before the pattern. Your job is not to predict prices. I always say that. Sit down, relax. Okay, wait for the evidence candle. An evidence candle, let me tell you this tells us what the insiders are busy with. Okay, the patterns tells us what the insiders are busy with. You see here, they are sending people down. They are again sending people down. When this candle closes, it's there in your playbook. The pattern is there. Okay, you can just take it. Okay, yes, this one took more time to hit your take profit, but guys, look at this. Take the easiest trade on the day. The pattern tells you that they've been sending people up, and when they do this, there are many people trapped here. There are many people who are, if you ever feel, let me remind you this, if you ever feel like you want to trade early to optimize or maximize the amount of pips you want to get, remember there are many people doing the same thing. And when they break out of this, remember there are many people, there are thousands if not millions of people trapped in this. Guys, I used to blow my account in these small moves. I know what happens. Okay, there are many people trapped in these moves. Many people that you can count are trapped in these moves. Okay, so when they break out, many people are losing and they are gonna get punished. So just stay, wait for them. Your job is to punish those who are already trapped. Okay, think like that. Your job is to punish. Remember, 95% of retail guys are losing in the market. So how can you be ahead of them? You need to punish them. So from today, think as a market maker. Your job is to punish those who are trapped. Okay, you are a retail trader, but you are on the other side. Your job is to punish those who are trapped. So always try to identify who is trapped. Once you know who is trapped, when they are leaving, your job is to ride on. Your job is to punish those who are trapped. Actually, your job is to punish retail traders. Okay, so if you ever find yourself trying to, oh, now you want, they gave a pin, you want to take an entry early, guys, they can still come and break up to the top. Okay, we don't know what they're gonna do. I personally don't know, and I don't want to tell anybody. I've had people saying, oh, give signals, give signals. Guys, I can't give you signals. You can see already this is a 1 minute chart. Tell me, I have to take the trade. I have to manage the trade. I have to type maybe on Telegram, take the trade. By the time you see that, already my take profit has already been hit, because I told you sometimes it's going to be hit in 3 minutes, as you saw today. It's actually was hit in 2 minutes. How am I actually going to be able to send those signals to you? I don't know what they're going to do on the day. I'm waiting for them to tell me what they're going to do. I'm waiting to see who's trapped, because my job is to punish whoever is trapped. And these things happen too fast. I've had many people saying, give signals, give signals. But honestly, how am I going to do that? Because I have to take the trade. I have to manage the trade in case I want to scale in, or in case they're giving an opportunity to scale in. Then I have to go and type for you, oh, now, sell. By the time you see this 3 minutes late, you are selling. Then they are reversing. You're going to blame me. Okay. So guys, honestly, your job now is to punish the ones that are trapped. Please try that. You will see. Be patient. Be disciplined and know what you are looking for. Go and master the kinds of trends, guys. This is highly important. Guys, I really appreciate you. Have a beautiful night. I love you all. Tomorrow we're gonna have the same kind of opportunities. Just be there. Don't predict prices. Be there. Okay, your job is to be there when the opportunity is given, not to decide or to try to outsmart the market. You'll never ever be able to outsmart the markets. Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Amen.